you get a look at the rules, we'll hear final words from the referee, and then off we'll be.
Championship of the world. One of the rules in the dressing room. I expect you to obey my commands at all times. Most of all, protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves. Good luck.
Okay, so the pleasantries have been completed. And there's Dimitri Bivol. And Jean Pascal trying to turn back the clock. 27 versus 36. Now will Pascal come out here? Will he mix it up or will he try to make it sloppy?
He was pacing in the corner. He wanted to get out there, so let's see if he's coming to fight right off the bat.
These fights have usually been pretty action-packed. Even the ones he got stopped, they were good fan fights.
So I thought he'd come to fight and be right in front of Bivol.
Big shot there that Bivol gobbles up. Good jab here from Bivol. Jab here from Bivol as he tries to find the operating room. This is the round where they're looking for distance.
I want to see Bivol's right hand on Pascal's chin, see what happens. That'll give you an idea. Is he 36 or older tonight?
I think we'll see that telltale sign at some point. Good philosophy there for Bivol, the hard right hand behind the jab.
Pascal, left hand down real low.
We'll talk about a possible trap he would be setting with that, Tony.
I think he's trying to get him to step into. He seems like he's going to try and block him with his shoulder and come back with a right hand. But Bivol's hand might be a little quicker.
It's a big gamble at this stage.
I mean, you're hoping to, it's an old move, an old veteran's move, block the punch with your shoulder, but if you don't get it up there fast enough, you take it right off the chin, and you can see Pascal's hands are down, and Bivol's just sticking to his game plan. Just look for the open and shoot the jab, right hand behind it.
Risky to set the trap if you're the prey. With those hands down low from Pascal.
Well, Bivol has fast hands. It's not a good idea for Pascal to keep his hands so low. And if I'm Bivol, I'd go to his body also.
And Pascal seems to be trusting his distance
when
he's keeping his hands down low like that. Bivol, all business, just trying to work the fundamentals.
That right hand stopped him in his tracks. That right hand stopped him in his tracks.
Here he comes with some more. Misses the left hook here by Pascal. You know he'll go back to that.
I wanted to see that right hand. Ooh, we're out of time.
As we start round two, Dave Bontempo and Tony Page with you in Atlantic City. And Tony, the corners reflected the action we saw in that first round.
Yeah, Bivol's corner was happy. He said, right, you have him. And Pascal's corner, I was looking more at the eyes of Pascal. It almost looked like a defeatist, like, what am I in for? I'm 36, I have experience, but this kid's got power, and he's faster, and he's stronger. I just saw in his eyes, it didn't look good. And that right hand's doing damage right off the bat.
And now it doesn't feel good as he gets hit with a third good right hand in this round, and a fourth one by Bivol.
Watch the left hook by Bivol. See, Pascal does not have his legs.
And there's a good right hand from Bivol. Early impact, high impact punches. Stinging shots here on Pascal. And the reaction for Pascal, not quite what he would need.
No, he got hit a couple of times with that right hand, and he just kind of stops. goes to the ropes, doesn't move, not up on his toes at all.
And the one that stunned him somewhat in the first round was maybe about the medium range of Bivall's power.
Yeah.
And there's the right hand as Bivall walks Pascal down and then drills home a jab.
Pascal, you can't keep his head down because then you're asking Bivall to throw the right hand downward, and that's going to do a lot of damage.
And everything with Bivall starts with the jab, but doesn't finish with it. He starts with one, and then he's always got something behind it.
He'll come up with that hook right there, but the right hand is what I'm looking for.
Looping shot by Pascal, touching Bivall. Quick reaction from Bivall as he gets the right hand home from outside. Long distance to just be able to pop with that. Basically, that was a right hand lead.
Yeah, and he's trying to split his guard, but what's going to happen is he's going to go to the body at some point and then bring that left hook over the top.
Nothing on the shots from Pascal, tentative, and he's off balance.
He's bending down, he's asking to get whacked. Because when he bends down, he doesn't get out of there fast enough, he just stands there.
So there's so many ways that Bivall can break him down. And he's had it his way through the first couple. Here we are into round three. Bivall, the WBA light heavyweight champion. He has 14-0 with 11 knockouts. Jean Pascal, a former champion, 33-5-1. Dave Bontempo and Tony Page with you at the Hard Rock in Atlantic City.
You know, you said Bivall uses a jab, and watch, he's just peppering him with jabs, using it as a rangefinder. If you tap him in the face, he will. Then he brings the right hand behind it.
Not easy to fight a guy that will stay within his discipline, even with his big knockout record, start everything with the jab and be mechanical. You can't get him to lunge, you can't get him to gamble.
Pascal's trying to figure out how to get in there, but Bivall can control the distance from the outside and then bring the right hand behind the jab. I still want to see him go to the left, to the body, like right there. Pound away at the body.
And then he steps back.
Oh, he's got him. He was out of position.
Well, you know he'll go back to that.
Oh, yeah.
He set that up beautifully.
Work the body, bring it upstairs. Oh, right down the middle with the right hand.
Then stepping to the left. Good shot by Bivall, and then in punching position again.
Pascal is gambling. He's trying to throw that one big power shot. Got 20 knockouts in 33 fights, but he's wild and he's not in a position to deliver it. And Bivall sees the punch coming from a mile away.
And when you're seeing Pascal doing that, the sense is, well, he doesn't really want to work for this knockout. He wants to try to get it right away.
Yeah. You don't see him going to Bivall's body at all. I think it's really bad strategy to stay down low, because you're going to get hit like that. As you're coming up, you're going to get hit. And if you stay down low, the punch is going down with gravity is going to do help you a lot there.
Bivall gets right back into the stalking mode behind the jab, and it shows if you have the discipline to use the jab first, you can avoid a lot of counter shots.
Yeah.
And he showed jab in terms of the look and then popped home a right hand. That was a nice move by Bivall.
A lot of guys want one jab. He's just a bunch of jabs. And eventually, if he has the right hand there, he'll throw it. If not, he'll keep using the jab.
And because he's been consistent with using that jab, you're always expecting it to come at you, so he can have the luxury of forgetting the jab once in a while and hitting you with the right hand first.
Beginning, David, about him smothering him. He's just staying on the outside.
Not making it sloppy, and the Dimitri Bivol show continues. I think they've got some other entertainment besides boxing. So they're having a good time with their own company.
It's such an interesting concept about don't have that I guess loser mentality. It's too you can't do that. He's trying to be a psychiatrist and build him up a bit, I guess.
Yeah, but the guy's been a former champion, so he knows where he's been. And also, you know, way back when at some point, Bivol trained with Pascal and Vyacheslav Shabransky. So some good pedigree, people that he trained with. So then you think you know your opponent, what he'll do. Bivol starting off with the Pascal looking for anything to disrupt the rhythm of Bivol.
I think he's clueless on how to score. Just hoping to throw a solid punch like that right there. And he's gambling instead of trying to set up the punch. He wants that one shot. He's off balance a lot, and Bivol can take advantage of it. The right hand by Bivol is still a dangerous weapon.
So what Pascal is indicating with the body language, you're 36, you don't have a full fight in you, you've got some runs in you that you'll try to incorporate.
Out over Atlantic City. These are the problems with the pitches are theirs. It's their satellite problem. Let's go back with it now. We're still in round 4.
He's not quick enough. Bivol can stay on the outside and pick him apart.
How do you tell a guy to bring it when he's been bringing it 4 rounds already?
About to hit. Let's go back to it.
He's going to walk into a shot like that, and that's a knockdown.
He goes into a right hand.
No, I thought he caught him.
Well, he did catch him. Question is how the referee saw that. He did walk into a right hand. Looks like their feet also tangled.
Oh, he's so out of position. He's gonna turn his head and get hit.
As Pascal is trying to make this a little bit more of an inside fight.
Round 5.
He got hit, so it's a question of timing as to whether they think it was cause and effect. It did have the look of a knockdown, but it is not called that way, and into round 5 we go. And you know, whether it's ruled a knockdown or not, the fighters know, and we see from the way Bivol came after Pascal, he believed he had dropped him. Pascal back jab and a right hand.
Bivol stepped back just a little bit after he comes forward and then throw the right hand over the top. Because Pascal is slow in his recovery when he takes a punch. It's just maybe it's old age, but he's getting caught too much. Just not, you know, the flush shot is, I think, is coming.
We've seen the methodical efficiency of Bivol, just like the Herrera fight we showed earlier. He builds up the points, waits for his opportunity. There's Pascal getting bold here with the right hand. We talked about the idea that he's got his strategy is to try a couple different runs in the middle of the fight.
Just not doing enough of them.
May not have a lot of them in his body for the 12 rounds. Jab and a right hand from Bivol, and the telltale acknowledgement from Pascal tells you that it had some sting to it, and there's a double jab.
I don't know why he's standing sideways. He has like one eye seeing the punch coming.
Come forward like this, Bivol has all kinds of time, even with a would-be peekaboo defense. To say, I see you.
Walking forward, he got hit and he stopped. I mean, he stopped coming forward after that into the peekaboo defense. He was coming forward. Now he's in retreat mode.
What he did was smart for Bivol, even with the peekaboo look by Pascal. He just punched the gloves.
Yeah.
And then the gloves came apart. And then he landed flush to the head. If you can think of one word for Bivol through 5, it might be unflappable.
Yeah. Nothing. He just sticks to the game plan, almost robotic.
Into round 6, Dimitri Bivol and Jean Pascal. Bivol's WBA light heavyweight title. I'm Dave Bontempo along with Tony Page. Glad you're enjoying this as Bivol fighting like the prohibitive favorite that he is coming in.
Yeah, he's sticking to his game plan. He's looking for the opening, and if he has to create one and it takes a few rounds, that's what he's going to do. Another left hook to the body. That's what I wanted to see. More left hooks to the body, then bring it up to the head. See, right there, Pascal looks tired. He's not doing anything.
You can't hide the pain from the body shot.
No.
And he is showing the expression as that one landed. Bivol in a division with the likes of Adonis Stevenson, Alexander Wladczak, Artur Beterbiev, Lider Alvarez. The top names at 175. And he is paving his mark within the championship realm.
Probably the best 2 punches Pascal has landed. Weren't that hard, but threw some punches.
Trying to set a trap here, trying to counter. And Bivol doesn't buy into it. And he tries to counter after Pascal gambles. These guys have figured out each other's moves pretty well. Chess match type scenarios.
Bivol is very sneaky fast. He gets the jab in there real quick with a blink of an eye.
Good thing he was quick there because Pascal aimed one at his temple. He'll go for it because he is so mechanical, on the mark, doesn't get out in front of himself. And to answer the idea you're bringing about whether he'll step it up, I think if he sees something, he will.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't, he'll just get points.
Yeah. He'll just follow the game plan, jab, right hand, waiting for his opponent to make a mistake.
And in the meantime, if he hasn't knocked you out of there, in the late rounds, you've already got a bulging points deficit, as Pascal certainly would seem to have here. All right, so a clinic being put on by WBA light heavyweight champion Dimitri Bivol, and how is that clinic reflecting on your scorecard through 6?
I got it as a shutout, 60-54 for Bivol, total command. Everything seems to be working, and Pascal is just trying to gamble for the one shot. He's not setting up anything, and that favors Bivol.
Polished clinic indeed. Bivol, I mentioned unflappable. Goes right to work. Starts with the jab. Robotic in terms of its repetition, but
nice combo.
He rattles Pascal, has him loaded up for a good right hand, stepping back for some room.
Nice one.
And he scores. That little extra punching room that Bivol gives himself translates to some extra power.
Yeah, little flurry. Thought he might throw some more punches.
He took what was offered. Figured he maximized on the chance, and then we'll set up the next one. 5-punch combination. After he threw a couple before that that had nothing on them, and they can give the impression to a less experienced fighter perhaps that, hey, I'm losing something, and let the guy get brave and then you nail him.
Yep. Double left hook like that. He's working this round, just trying to, he follows his blueprint and waits for the opening for his opponent to make a mistake.
The jab in the right hand, and there's Bivol on the outside. Good right hand to the body by Bivol. Doesn't lunge here at Pascal.
I think the body shot is what Bivol should be concentrating on. I think it just slows him in his tracks and opens him up for headshots. That shot right to the solar plexus just kind of, he's walked away from it.
Bivol must KO territory with a long way to go. And we start round 8. Bivol and Pascal. You know, Tony, even though boxing has its technique, it's much more of an emotional sport than others that have the X's and O's type things with position players. But this guy, Bivol, is one of the real X's and O's guys in boxing, and he just got caught. But he got knocked out of that mechanical efficiency.
Yeah, now let's see him. Now Pascal is wild because this is his one chance, and he's letting it all go. You got to wonder if he walks into something.
Looping shot by Pascal, is way down on the cards, trying to summon that magic, and did he lose his chance?
I think he might have. Now Bivol's mad. He's chopping away now. You see Pascal has to hold on.
Pascal expended a lot of energy in the 40 seconds, came away empty, and now he has a rejuvenated Bivol in front of him. Happened right at the time that we're talking about Bivol. Throughout this fight, he's been a real mechanical genius.
He's got him hurt again. Boy, he clutches like they're going to be engaged.
Earns James Kinchy.
Yes, indeed. I'm thinking about that.
They held on to him like he was my girlfriend, so he wouldn't get knocked out, and he did not in one of their top fights.
Watch the right hand by Bivol.
There it is. Half speed. So Pascal changed up the style of this fight in the beginning of the round with a burst.
When Bivol came on, woke him up.
Now it may feel like a 5-minute round for Pascal, as he is tired. That one landed on the arm. Sounded good. The row-tenant looked like it landed on the jaw.
Well, his openings with Pascal, the way he's so out of position.
So Pascal stepped up the intensity in this 8th round. Turned it into a bit of a street fight. And they both had their moments in round 8. He'll come out blazing. Let's see what he does with that extra minute. The corner got him. When you're a tired fighter and you're 36 years old, they give you a second minute instead of 1 minute. That's gold.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Catch your breath and you feel rejuvenated.
And the corner men know every trick. Even if it is innocent, you'll be accused of making the trick, so might as well just admit to it. Gloves get cut.
So now Pascal's upright, not tucking that chin in. Well, now he is.
And if Pascal is not gambling, then Bivol just flicks the jab out. Get points first and power later.
You see Bivol throw a right hand and move to his left and come back with a left hook.
There's the right hand that he backs up.
Now Pascal trying to walk him down.
Bivol moving different directions. First right, then left. And because he's moving, he eats a right hand. Pascal lowering his head, trying to make something happen.
Let's see if Bivol goes back to the body.
Gets the jab in the right hand home, upstairs.
Just jab, use a jab. There you go.
Think it's being offered.
Jab and move. Or jab and step in with the right hand like that. There you go. Keep doing that. That's working.
Jab in the right hand. Bivol from the outside.
And then mix it up. Throw a left hook in there.
And this time he got there first at Bivol as Pascal was moving toward him at a leisurely pace.
He's trying to turn it sloppy, like you said, Dave.
Yeah, this is a good way for him to try to do it. Thought we'd see this a little bit earlier from Pascal. And there's that double clutch.
That should be a warning, I would think.
I know you want to catch up and punches landed, but that's not the way you do it. We start round 10. Dimitri Bivol and Jean Pascal eager to go. Dave Bontempo and Tony Page with you in Atlantic City. And Tony, through 9 rounds, does Pascal need a knockout to get a draw?
Yeah, I gave him the last 2 rounds because he hasn't done much in the earlier rounds, and he put a little flurries together here and there, and was being aggressive. But he's still, he needed a knockout to get a draw. You're right.
And here is Bivol working the body, then upstairs. Perhaps getting a second wind here as he saw an opening and tees off on Pascal.
Pascal was showing he's a tough man, and he let Bivol just
get to him. Their heads come together.
Both guys going at it now. Here comes Pascal. I was waiting for this when he get in front of him and try to fight. He waited for late.
Combination of a street fight and a clutch-a-thon. Pascal
leaping uppercut. I never saw that one before.
That was the one that had to go through customs.
Yeah.
Creative punching angles from Jean Pascal.
Bivol's the one that's got to stay busy.
Bivol on the outside, not letting Pascal draw him in.
Yeah, just.
This is where 27 versus 36 is a real good thing for Bivol.
Shoot the jab, shoot the jab.
And because he doesn't shoot the jab, Pascal gets another arena in which to fight, and there's a left hook by Pascal.
Good body shots. He's trying to let it all hang out. Bivol has a good chin.
Pascal showing some life in these last 3 rounds.
Bivol's got to do something to slow him down. The combination is good, but he needs a stinger right now. A good shot to wobble him.
Pascal going to work here.
Got him against the ropes, working the body, digging the body. Hit him with a left hook. Tries to get that right hand over the top.
Working his way in with his head is Pascal.
Let him go, let him go.
There's that sloppiness we referred to earlier. If he can make it ugly and tie up and try to shorten the length of the fight, Pascal, that's a blueprint for you to try and steal some rounds.
He's been doing enough to win this round for me, as far as I'm concerned.
That'd be 3 in a row.
Yeah.
An animated 9th round, and here we are. Good 10th round as well, so a couple rounds to go. Dimitri Bivol cruising in this fight. Pascal has made it more interesting in the last couple of rounds.
And Bivol, he heard him earlier in the fight. Body shots, head shots, got to see some of that. Because it seems like Pascal is just waiting for about the midway part of the round, and he takes off with his offense. Crowd chanting Bivol.
Bivol on the outside, he's been using his jab effectively. And then when he stopped using it as much, Pascal came storming on and prompted him to fight in close.
Bivol landed some good body shots earlier in the fight. I haven't seen one in a while. He's been content to go upstairs.
Pascal, an awkward opponent coming back at him.
He got Bivol with a good shot, right hand.
Pascal trying to work his way in behind some head movement. A lot of these jabs are just show-me jabs now for Bivol as he tees off with a left hook and a right hand.
A little bit of body work there. Came upstairs to the head. Bivol has a little more urgency. He can pick up his pace a little bit. Doing good for this round, but keep waiting. Is Pascal waiting to unleash late in the round, though?
You look at your opponent, you take a cue. If he's not going to come at me, I'll come at him.
Yeah.
And there's a good left hook and a right hand from Bivol, and then movement to his left and his right.
Nice movement indeed.
And then darting to Pascal.
Yep.
And with the foot speed, the 27-year-old making Pascal work to try to walk him down.
Make him come to him. Nice round by Bivol, using his hand speed and his foot speed to his advantage.
So as Pascal punches that air, for Bivol, there was a round he had to tuck away and put it in his pocket. He did it.
Yep.
So they'll tap it up for round 12. Dimitri Bivol and Jean Pascal. Bivol coming in favored at about 23-1. Pascal has been a lively dog, as they would say.
And this is where Pascal should try to let it all out. He needs a knockout to win. Bivol is doing it, the stalking right now. He has to be careful.
Yeah, if you're Pascal, what do you have to lose? Where would you go from here if you don't win anyway?
And one thing, some fighters, they get the lead and they pull back. And Bivol is still following the game plan. Work the jab, work the right hand, try and get a body shot in.
And we were talking about the 8th round about how mechanical he was and unflappable. And then Pascal did take some of that away by charging him and making him draw. He won some rounds doing that.
Yes, he did. Bivol seems to be back in control, keeping Pascal at the end of his jab.
That was a nice bounce back round 11 for Bivol. Pascal, the one who's behind in the cards, waiting for Bivol to make the mistake. And he's the one that needs to be desperate, but you see how heavily he's breathing.
Yeah. I guess he's just waiting for a late spot in the round to take off. It's halfway point now.
Talked about it earlier, Tony. He doesn't have 12 complete rounds in him. He has some runs And that's what he's been trying to do here, and it's a tough way to win a fight.
Yeah. He's looking like he's trying to pounce on Bivol, just come springing out maybe with that two-hand chop again.
And the left hook partially got in. Bivol right back on Pascal. We saw him unload in round 12 against Pereira in a fight he was safely out in front of, and then he closed the show. May not do that here against Pascal.
Pascal trying to throw one big overhand right.
And Bivol just moving, making the ring larger and larger. And Pascal's hope for victory smaller and smaller.
Should let it all hang out by now already.
That just shows that he's on fumes.
Yeah.
Nothing left in the tank with Pascal fighting on heart, but Dimitri Bivol sticking to his task.
Trying to close the show.
He'll get this where he should be comfortable. The judges' scorecard. Crowd gives them a pretty good ovation in some.
And still, WBA light heavyweight champion of the world, Dimitri Bivol.
Mitchell was right. He wanted Pascal, but it was not to be. It was Bivol all the way. I thought it might have been a bit earlier, especially after a couple of rounds. It looked to me like Bivol just had too much, but he dug in, he stuck to his guns, Pascal. Pascal did what Pascal does.